Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Y'all, for today's video, I'm going to be giving y'all a story time about the times both of my parents separately caught me smoking marijuana. So where we gonna start off at? Let's see. Okay, so when I would smoke, I would do it in the backyard, and I was doing this for quite some time, and I never got caught. So I was young and I got really comfortable, and I was doing it all the time. So one particular night, it was around like 10 o'clock at night, and I decided to go out there and smoke my pre-roll. I had bought a pre-roll. So yeah, I was out there smoking that, and mind you, my parents, they would never go open the door and go in the backyard, especially at that time. But anywho, I see the kitchen light turn on, and I'm like, oh Lord, I hope nobody's in there. But I don't really think nothing of it, so I'm still smoking my little pre-roll. So before I know it, the door opens, and I threw that pre-roll so fast. Like, I threw it so fast, and I go to hide behind the pool. Y'all, this is embarrassing, but this is the truth here, okay? This is a story time, and yeah, so she opens the door and she's calling for Bailey for like a few seconds, and then she closes the door and she's still in the kitchen. So in my head, I think she saw me, so I'll call up my ex-best friend, and I'm like, girl, I think my mama saw me out here smoking, so I need you to stay on the phone so I can act like I was on the phone with you. You know, like I was trying to act like I went out there to have a conversation so nobody could hear my conversation. Anywho, so I'm on the phone with her, fake talking it up, trying to create conversation. And after about like 5 minutes of that, she is still in the kitchen, y'all. So at this point, I knew she was waiting for me. Like, I felt it. Like, she was definitely waiting on me. So I went in there, still on the phone, and I'm like, I'm talking, having like fake conversation with my best friend on the phone, and I'm looking at my mama all in her face too, like walking around in the kitchen, getting snacks. Like, bruh, girl, you should just went upstairs. But anywho, but I thought if I would have just went upstairs, that would have made me look like, y'all, I was just too much. But yeah, I got my snacks in and I went upstairs, and I'm like, oh girl, we good, okay, we good. She ain't think nothing, she ain't see nothing, so we good, right? I was thinking I was good, but I knew, I still had a feeling that she knew something was up. Like, really? I knew that she knew, but at the time I was relieved. But anywho, skip to the next morning. My mother calls me in her room, and I'm like, yeah, you're done for, girly, you're done for. So she asked me why my eyes were so red last night. She asked me why my eyes were so red, and if I was smoking. And of course I lied and I said no. Then she asked me again, and then I said, yeah, I was smoking. And I hate that I can't recall like the whole conversation, but she didn't have a problem with it. Like, she didn't have a problem with it at all. She was really cool about it. And she was not upset. She was not upset at all. And I just remember being so happy. Like, so happy. But, yeah, so I called my best friend. And I'm like, girl, she didn't have a problem with it. We finna be smoking all the time. We good, we good, we good. And and when I was in the room with her, I was like, please don't tell daddy. Please don't tell daddy. Because y'all know I'm a daddy's girl. So I didn't want him to know that I was doing that. So yeah, she promised that she wouldn't tell him. And then skip to the next morning. I was up early doing it again. Waking, babe. I was sitting down on the little table outside, and I had my little bag that I had my stuff in, and my little non-rolling self at that time was trying to roll, and my daddy opens the door. My heart stopped. Like, my heart stopped. Like, it was immediate shock for him. He was like, Leia, what are you doing? Leia, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, y'all know how he get. He was very angry and confused. He took the little he took the little baggie where my stuff was in, and he was looking in it and stuff. And the whole time I was just saying, Mama didn't have a problem with it. Mama didn't have a problem with it. Like, bruh. But he was like, what you mean? What you mean? He was just confused and angry and shocked. He was just feeling all the emotions. Disappointed, as he should have been. But yeah. So he was very angry, and I guess my mama talked to him and calmed him down. And so they both ended up not having a problem with it. So yeah, that's how that went. That's the story time. And I ask of y'all to not bash my parents, please. Like, I know y'all probably gonna have your opinions either way it go, but it was in the past, okay? I no longer think about doing it. I no longer desire to do it. Like, man, so far gone from that lifestyle, like, for real. Let's talk about the bad things about weed, because people don't really talk about it enough for me. Let's talk about the increase of anxiety, because man, my anxiety was so bad, my depression was so bad. Like, I thought that would help with my depression, but it literally made it 10 times worse. It really, really did. But what else? The foggy mind. Like, the what's the name of it? Feeling like you're not where you are. Like, you could be somewhere and feel like you're not there. Like, you could feel like you're just floating and just, I don't know, it's a terrible, terrible, terrible feeling. That's if you smoke weed for like a long period of time. Stuff like that starts to happen. And it's not good for young people either. So God delivered me from smoking weed, and He delivered me from so many other things. Like, but I'm just grateful. I'm very, very grateful, because I struggled with being able to stop smoking weed for some time. But when I did stop, it was with ease, because God gave me the strength to do so. And yeah, so that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe, y'all. I wasn't even supposed to do no little story time today. Like, I was supposed to do a completely different video today, an exciting video at that. I cannot wait to do it, but they didn't have what I needed, so I couldn't do it. But